Welcome to the show where three generations of family go head to head on a variety of topics. You got one Gen Z, that would be Chris. Then you got that boy, the one they call Noe, who is the Millennial. And then you have me, the BBB, baby boomer from BK all day, Kyra. No matter what the topic may be, you can bet your by golly wow that it will be up for debate. It's a topic for the ages. It is gender roles. Back to the gender roles. I am for women being equal in the workplace and the home, if they so choose to be. I also believe in equality when it comes to the male-female. I will respect you as the head of the house, but I need you to respect me as that neck. And if I give you a little whiplash, you ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. So make sure you wear a scarf, put a little bengay, make sure you get the neck right. Because if you don't, you ain't gonna be able to move. Everybody want to say how the Bible says, if women submit yourself to your man, but they don't want to read the next scripture where it says submit yourself one to another.
Yeah, but I don't even think with the Bible, to me, even though it's not in I guess sequentially written, like verse after verse, men do this, women do this, and all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. When you put it all together, it's all equality. It's just different. Like you do this,
different roles.
Everybody has their part to play in the relationship. And I don't think that changes. Like, I don't think it's, a woman should clean or a woman should make the bed or a woman should cook. I don't think it has to be specifically designed that way. Now, if you're in a particular situation like mine, I feel like my wife is a straight up chef. Like 100%. Like she's amazing when it comes to the kitchen stuff, as far as like cooking and doing all that. Like she be like, I'll be in here like, I don't know, I don't know nothing to do. I ain't got it.
Even with the vegan options,
I ain't got it.
You're what the man said.
But like I'll be looking like, what's in it? And she was like, just use this and do this and then do this and check. And I'm like, you was in here talking about, I don't know if we have anything, and then just came up with this 5-course dinner, like out of nothing. Whereas I'm looking at it and I'm just like, I can't figure out what's in here.
Yeah, I think women have that keen ability to do that. Make $1 out of 15 cents.
Not anymore.
But
I know a bunch of females my age that don't know how to cook a bowl of cereal.
Out here burning water.
Feel me? Is sad. It's sad. That's what I'm telling you. It is not. The climate for my generation right now.
But that's the difference with his. It's so like with his generation, it's mad different. I think you have a generation that is devoid of the traditional skill set, and it's all modern. We trying to be bosses and we trying to this and we trying to get it and this and all this extra stuff and whatever. And it's like everything else falls by the wayside. So it's kind of like, it's like your generation of girls out there, it's like they want to be the dude too, because the dude ain't got nothing to offer. He ain't this, he ain't got that. I'm not waiting on this. If he ain't got it, I ain't gonna get it. It's like I've watched the Kevin Samuels and all these other guys on the internet talk about dudes, and it's just like, what exactly? It's like, what are we talking about? Oh, well, if you're a man and you can't do this and your woman has to go to work, then you ain't really a man. And if you're a man and you can't do this and you don't pay for this, and I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? But it's just like, everybody's not a millionaire. For some people, it's like, we grinding. We both got to go to work until we don't.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully,
like my situation.
Hopefully one day we get there. You know what I'm saying? If we don't get there, whatever. You do whatever fits your life. But when you kind of put this narrative out there that's like, well, if he can't pay for everything, then he ain't really a man. Not to mention all these dudes who say that, it's like, yo, when y'all were coming up, you aren't saying that. So now that you have become wealthy, now that's what you want to say, because it makes
and they were
better
divorced multiple times.
So as you speak down
That's
on
the
other
learning curve.
people, it's like, what
What
are
you
we
said?
really talking about?
I said that's a learning curve.
Yeah, but we still trying to find chicks with substance for Chris.
It's gonna be hard. I mean, I'm sure they're
know.
out there, but it's just the social media thing for his generation that influence is super heavy, and I feel like it's got a hold on them because everything it's all for that. It's all for the gram. Like they'll go broke for the gram. They'll, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll put their relationship in jeopardy for the gram. They'll do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? For that, for a like. It's like you ain't even getting money for that like.
And now they can literally build the life that they imagine for themselves within the metaverse.
This is sick. This is a different conversation for another
It
time.
is.
But it's
for
sick.
another time. But
this is sick. Like it's sick.
It's sick. I was gonna buy some property though.
Some digital real estate.
Gary V.
Apparently, that's big business.
That's insane. Just that sentence alone is kind of crazy. But
how you buying up property that you don't actually own?
That doesn't exist. For
how do we get how do I visit this place?
They said all of Harlem has been purchased already. You can't even.
And they talking about it
it's like
yeah,
we own a Harlem.
Phenomenon.
Put on your Oculus.
Like, bruh,
I gotta check on my crib. See who's at the house.
Here, take these goggles.
Avatar come to life.
It's crazy.
You can be disabled, but in Metaverse, you could be whatever you want to be. On cloud nine, you can be anything.
Just gotta. That's literally the definition of selling hope.
My god,
that is
unrealistic hope.
Cameron.
Who?
What's the dude that created that made Titanic?
Oh, James Cameron. James Cameron.
Yeah. Okay. So he made Avatar.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He literally prophesied what was going to happen.
As most movies do.
Art imitating life. Yeah.
As most movies do.
Because remember, after Zoe Saldana found out that he was an actual human, he said, "You know what? I want to be an avatar. Let's do the ceremony to."
With the flashing lights on the tree.
That's how they ended the movie.
And it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He had locks and everything when it was over. He turned into a Rastafari avatar.
That dude was swinging from branches, was just jumping.
He was
having a good old time.
Yes. He was talking about Haile Selassie and all of that.
Oh, man. He never wanted to go back to his body.
No, he did not want to go back to his body.
You're talking about Avatar. This is Matrix stuff. Stuff.
Yeah.
Matrix is the metaverse.
Matrix is 100% the metaverse.
Please imagine that sitting around your house. Like, I am tired of this life. All right, strap me up.
Strap me up.
Hold on.
Like,
they put on the shades.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's like, where you going? To the metaverse.
And in the metaverse, you don't have to be male nor female. You can be non-binary. You can have a different pronoun. You can be they, them.
This is going to create a whole new set of issues for society. Laws, everything.
Job applications be mad long now. Please tell us what you like to be called. Just call me Noel. That works. Like, do you like him, her, they, this, that? Negro, I ain't gonna be around if you're using that kind of pronoun anyway. If you're using him, I'm probably not there. key. Hey, like, hey, what you like? What do I want you to call me when I'm not in the room? And it's just exposure. Like it's just entirely too much exposure.
I agree.
Once you give them a cell phone, it's pretty much just, if you don't have the parental lock on it, it's like it's over.
Internet is
because
a scary place, man.
then it's like everything is right there at the palm of their hand.
Yeah. And then the with the gaming, and then they have like these secret societies within the gaming, like dudes literally be picking up other little dudes to meet, you know, it's all kinds of crazy stuff that be going on behind closed doors. You put on headphones and you think they talking about Roger that, we're coming, oh good buddy. No, they talk about, yeah, meet me down here and you know. Let me tell you something. That would be one time that I would not mind going to jail.
Yeah, it's
with my
wild.
kids. It's wild. And people are crazy.
It's only getting worse. At least in the United States. I'm not going to speak for the world, but at least within the United States.
Because the United States is too free. It's too...
We got to... Like, everybody got too much rights. They got too much rights. Our freedom and our liberty.
Is entitled and, oh, I got this, and everything should be questioned, and there's just... And it's like, yo, like, rules and stuff are in place for a reason. Like,
yeah, rules were made for a reason. Laws were made for a reason. Now, do we agree with the laws of America and the United States?
Not all of them.
Not all of them, no.
But that's for any country.
And I know there's like Chris said, a culture. I don't know why some people are like, because I don't know how many times your brother tells me about your father may be a lot of things, but my father took care of everything. That clearly is something that he repeats to himself over and over again. And when he tells me the story, I always be like, I know you told me. But he continues to tell it to me as if it's the first time we've ever had the conversation. It's like, you know, my mom would get up and she would make him lunch. I was like, so you telling me this because you want me to make you lunch every day? Is that what it is? Do you want me to be your concubine or your mate?
Concubine's crazy.
Or you want me to be your partner? Which one is it? Like, you know what pisses me off? Because now I'm going back to the ginger roll for real. When dinner's ready and he comes downstairs and he just sits at the table. Because now he's so spoiled, he knows he is going to be served like the king that he is. So he just comes downstairs and he sits. Like he ain't got a care in the world. And he just sits down like.
Wait, y'all eat at the table?
Sparingly.
We try to, at least once a week.
We doing better.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, we try to be a family. You know what I'm saying? But we at least try to do it on Sundays.
Yeah.
We try to do Sunday dinner.
What today?
For the most part.
Yesterday? Oh, we came
No.
home. What happened yesterday?
Oh, what's yesterday?
Yesterday was Sunday, right? What did we do yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday was Sunday. I know me and Winky was at the store. I was whipping a Beamer. Got a Beamer as a
Wait, you drive stick?
X1? No, I can't drive that car. The car's in the shop. So he has a loaner. He got an X1 as a loaner. And I was like, where have BMWs been all my life? I love the way it drives.
Yeah, it's a fun car to drive.
Yeah, I was whipping that joint. I was just trying to find a highway. I was doing, and I did not realize. I felt like I was doing like 30 or 40. And I looked at, I was like, oh shoot, well, let me push it a little further. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what it did. But it didn't even feel like I was going that fast.
Yeah, it's a fun car.
Joint is everything. Because it feels like I'm going that fast when I'm in the
because it's an S. It's
that
big.
Could be
hey man, when I was in the Pontiac doing 60, I was cutting up. I was cutting up and not punny.
You can tell Chris died. He was just like, he was going from dealership to dealership. He was like, this is the one I want. I was like
that. That's it right there. That's it right there.
I looked at the salesman. And he was like, hey, man, come back. Come over here, baby. Sing out, baby.
Hey, the price was right.
Olivia was over there, and you were just like, I want the Pontiac.
Price was right.
Wow.
Price was right.
Out of all the cars we've seen, you want this. That was wow. Hey, Manny!
Come bang this thing out, baby.
Shout out to Bernie Mac.
Word.
Shout out to Bernie. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, the greatest. They left us too soon. Who's for the gender and who's not?
The roles exist. They're there.
Yeah.
There's generational differences, obviously. There are workforce and workforce gender roles, relationship gender roles, societal gender roles.
Yeah.
I just think depends on what you subscribe to. Like, who are you as the individual? Like, if you're on the train, you're giving up your seat as a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like I'll give up my seat on the train. However, I'm not giving up my seat to no 25-year-old. I'm giving up my seat to the old lady.
Nice.
Because there's always old ladies on the train. So I feel terrible. Like, I'd be mad stuck when there's like two women standing in front of me. Let's just say they're both like 40.
You got to choose.
And I'm sitting down and I got to get up and it's just like, there's two of them. Guess y'all just going to be standing on this one. I'd be mad confused, like, damn, there's two. And if I give it to one and not the other, somebody's going to feel some type of way. So it's just like, guess I'm going to just close my eyes and pretend I'm asleep.
And that's what y'all do. That is what y'all do. I cannot even count the amount of time that I've been on public transportation, especially when I was pregnant. And dudes used to be like, it's like they see you coming from outside the subway on the platform, and they see you walking.
No, and for me, I look at every stop. I look at every stop. So if like, I've seen women who get on the train. It's actually funny. They'll get on the train and I'm like, yeah, there's mad seats available. But I feel like this lady wants my spot because I get on at the first stop. So ain't nobody on the train when I get on. So I get me a nice good spot. And I'd be like, yo, there's mad seats on this train. And this lady is standing right in front of me. I wonder why.
Maybe she just feels comfortable being closer to someone.
Which is fine. You ain't getting this seat though.
I can't.
But then if it's like, once it, fills up a little bit, once there's multiple women, it's kind of like, all right.
You can't get up. And I've seen so many women call to another woman and be like, come sit down. Because either she's not pregnant, she's not older, but she has a baby with her and she's trying to hold her baby and she's standing up or whatever. And dudes in front of her will be like, here they go, everybody
start clapping.
Nah, yeah. My seat is getting given up pretty much to any woman as long as I have to choose between two, then my seat's being given up. If there's two of them, then it's like, nah, y'all just gonna enjoy this ride together, standing. And I'm gonna just keep this seat because I feel terrible giving my seat to one and not the other. Or y'all can rock, paper, scissors for it.
I can't.
Or just point to the one that you want to sit.
Or you could just be like, do one of you ladies want to sit? And then usually the ladies be like, you go ahead. No, you go ahead. You go. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's usually how it goes. That's like an unwritten rule.
Actually, I'm going to try that next time, even though I haven't taken the train in forever. I'm going to see. Like, when y'all niggas trying to sit down?
They? They? With one of they? You know
what I'm saying? But yeah, so there's that. Open the door. I open the door for everybody, man, women. It's like if somebody's behind me, it's just common courtesy. Open the door. like if I'm out with my wife or like with my daughter or whatever, it's kind of like, it's funny because I'll go to open the door and it'll be like, I can get it myself. I'm like, okay, I know you can open the
And
door
that's
yourself.
when you have to shut her down and be like, listen, this is how a man is supposed to treat you.
I'll just close it.
And I'll be like, yeah, you
No,
can get it
but
yourself.
like his daughter says, like I've grown up with a single mother. So I was always so, I can do it. I'm good. I can do it. But then you're just like, but it actually feels nice when you do it for me. Okay, I'll sit back. And it takes a long time to get that, oh, we got to be strong out your system. Because especially Black women, that is a moniker that we should not even have.
That's
We
a
do
whole
it because
different
we have to
conversation.
be. Huh?
No, I said that's a whole different conversation.
Exactly. But we do that because we have to be. But like, I don't want to be known because I'm strong.
Yeah.
That's not one of the criteria I want, or attribute that I want associated with me.
Facts.
I want that to be an after effect. I don't want that to be like one of the first things you say.
Oh, she
because
tough.
that's just like, huh?
I was saying somebody mentioned, oh, she's tough.
Yeah. they, you know,
they tough.
Yeah, they. Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's something
But
else.
we're so used to that. That's not one thing that I want to be. So I want there to be gender roles. I still want to be courted and treated as a woman because I am a woman. But I also want my man to feel like a man.
Yeah.
I don't want to take away his masculinity, just as I don't want him to take away my femininity.
Aha. That's the part that Chris's generation has a tough time dealing with.
Boom. So, are there any Gen Zers? YouTube poll, Instagram poll. Are there any Gen Zers, Gen Zer women that don't mind a man being masculine, but also know how to be feminine? And combine the two?
Leave it
Does
in
that
the
make
comments.
sense?
Sure.
Yeah, leave it in the comments. We want to know. This is Operation Find a Good Woman.
100.
And there's good women out there.
There are. And that's another thing. Like, I don't want to make it seem like there aren't any good Gen Zers or there aren't any good women. But with the rise of Instagram, Facebook, and social media and all this other stuff, women, the younger generation, like you've literally depleted your perceived value. And you've kind of changed the way that relationships can effectively work. Because you can't be, again, not that you can't be it, but everything has a time and a place. You can be the boss chick and I'm getting it and I'm doing me and all this other stuff, no problem. But you have to be able to do that without diminishing that the person that you're dating. And the man has to be able to be himself and be the masculine guy without belittling his wife or his significant other. The problem, I think, is there's no balance. Yeah. You want to be the boss and you want to be this and you want to be all these things, the modern day woman, if you want to call it that, and then be like, oh, well, this nigga got to be this and have this and do this and all this other stuff. Well, he can't be everything that you are, too.
Exactly. Because then you don't need him. You already got you.
Exactly. So it's kind of like, what are you going to do? Are you just going to be by yourself and all this other stuff, which leads to me, it leads to baby mamaism. It leads to resentment. It leads to just exactly.
That's running rampant right now.
Yeah,
you know I'm saying? So
that's Nas.
Yeah.
Nas.
That was
the Nas effect. Off the dome, off the top of the dome. That's the Nas effect.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really like that. Like, and I don't say it saddens me. I don't want to sound like that, but it's just when I see it, I'm just like,
it is sad. No, it's sad.
Nah, because I'm literally like, I'll talk to my wife, but I'm like, yo, for the generation coming up, man, there's just so much more to navigate. Like I remember just simple stuff. Like, yo, I went to school, whatever, as elementary school. I was like, yo, I saw a girl. I like her. Cool, great. Like, I've never had any of these, like, well, it's not a crazy talk, but I never spoke to anybody about being gay, being trans, being gender identity, not in elementary school. I don't think I've ever had that conversation. And for me, that's why I also just treat people as they are, because nobody told me go out and like a woman or go out and like a man. I just so happened to see a girl and it was just like, I like you. And that was it. So for me, I treat everybody like that. Like, if you're gay, that's how I treat you. It wasn't a decision that I made. It was just natural. So I treat you as though it's natural. And I don't know, man, there's a lot that I guess the younger generation has to navigate. And it's unfortunate at the same time that it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate because it's like, yo, there's a lot out here and you might learn a lot, but it's unfortunate because it's just like you don't have enough life experience to even understand what you're navigating.
Yeah.
That excess of things that you have to navigate, what you're speaking to, is something that there's a observable correlation between the amount of stuff that you have to navigate and the level of mental illness that's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas 20 years ago even was not as bad as it is now.
Yeah.
20 years before that.
It's very weird to me. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just actually clearly it's not just me, but I don't know. It's just
but then you're talking to another black male.
Yeah, no, I just think it's in like this. If I was homophobic, I wouldn't want to be around you. I wouldn't even ask you. I'd just be like, nah, beat it. So the simple fact that I'm inquiring about you is I'm just seeing what you think. What are your thoughts on it? Where's your head at? Nigga, if you don't want to tell me, don't. I don't care. I could care. I've lived with gay people. My roommate was gay. Like, he would speak to me about his issues. Oh, I'm just trying to date this guy. I'm trying to do this, as if it was a girl. And he'd be like, I'm sorry, do you want to hear this? And I would just be like, bro, I don't care. You're gay. I'm not. It doesn't change anything. Like, you have the same issues. You go through the same stuff. Like, I don't care. Like, being around gay people, it's like, yo, you're gay. I'm not. I don't care. Like, it don't matter to me. Just like,
you know, I mean, the loving who you love and just being attracted to another human being.
You know why I don't care? When I tell people I don't care about it, like, it's never to be dismissive and it's never to be rude. It's just a matter of like, I will never be around for anything that you do in private, whether you're gay, straight, transgender, any one of the alphabets, no matter what you are, I'll never be around for you.
So the moral of this story is,
gender roles vary from generation to generation.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I could call it evolution. Yeah, it's weird. I don't even know if I would call it evolution, because if I think evolution, I think getting better.
Better, yeah. What is it? What's the opposite of evolve?
That just means it just revolves. It just keeps going
stagnant, right?
Around and around.
Like, girls today, they take pictures with their backs to cameras, which is,
that means you're not. Why would you do that?
Like,
when they
and then
this is what they do.
They go like this.
They do. They hit the mirror, then they turn their back, put the phone here, then they do like that and kind of
like Chris's generation,
and then post some caption that has nothing to do with the picture
at all. Like, Chris, see, this is, I don't know, your generation is just whatever. It's like they post these weird like workout videos, right? And it's like, yeah, we're at the gym working out, getting fit. Yeah, we're super strong and super sexy. And it's just like, yo, you went to the gym in some booty shorts and a sports bra. And then it's not even like some regular booty shorts. These are the tightest shorts that you could possibly find. They clearly don't fit. And then you're taking the picture again with your back to the camera. And then it's like, look at my luscious weave.
When I was still going to LA Fitness, that was rampant. They would be in there full face of makeup, hair
It's
down.
like, what are you doing? It's
Like, fam, I'm
I
trying to use
couldn't
the
do
machine.
it. Like I would be teaching class, and some people came to class like they would go. I'd be like, "Where y'all going? You know you're about to sweat."
like this
Okay.
is waterproof.
Okay.
Like I just don't like, to me that just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I don't get the videos like, oh yeah, watch me walk 6 steps and then turn around and
So
look at you.
I shouldn't do a video walking 6 steps.
It doesn't make sense. And it's just like, yo, you're
Disrupt the
walking
game.
inside
Do
of your
something. Do
house.
7 steps.
Like you're just walking. And then like, let me play music so it just looks great. And it's just like,
Because I'm really trying to get with these reels and push content and stuff, but I just be like, I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to, like, even when I went out with the girls and they was like, okay, let's take some photos. Kaya pose. It was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, this ain't me. They was like, you look so stiff. I don't like, I'm not a poser. Like I don't know how to pose properly. I need a class on posing because clearly I don't know how to.
Just turn around.
Like they could.
That's what they do. Just turn around. Because and that's the thing. But this is what leads to
like, relax your shoulders. Move this leg.
You're like, it is relaxed.
And I'd be like this.
And that's
relax. Put your hand behind your head. Drop it. I don't know what to tell you. I
don't know. I mean, when I see like it pops up, it's like every reel, every you just be scrolling. It's like this chick's butt ass nigga, this chick's butt ass nigga, this chick's butt, and it's just, oh, let me walk and then turn, and let me do this, and then oh, let me sell my weave and then do this.
I'm gonna make sure I don't walk and turn. And
then let me do this, or let me take pictures with, and let me stick my ass out and do. It's just like, all right. And then when a dude talks to you, like, yo, so what's good? I'm trying to see, what's up. It's like, oh, see, you guys just. It's like, nah, look, man, you can blame people for a lot of stuff, but if I go through your Instagram, that's all you have to offer is ass and titties. That's all you're offering on here. So what do you think this dude's gonna ask you for? From the first post, somewhere between these 600 pictures, you have 7 of your kid. Put that on I don't even know why you got your kid on this page. Put him on another page.
Clearly,
seem like there's some built up hostility.
Because it's so annoying to see. Because
I don't be seeing that in my feed.
It'd be the same ones who are on the podcast, who doing the interviews. I use this example all the time with these chicks who be talking about, oh my gosh, guys, with this and that. So yeah, God, the ones who are dirtbags, we ain't talking about them. We know them. But the ones who are just like, nah,
they trying to live right, live holy.
Yeah, like it's like, yo, nah.
They over here trying to fight demonic spirits of lust.
You know what I'm saying? Leon Lonnie Love. You know what I'm saying?
Damnness mine eye.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
damnness mine eye.
It's just, you find yourself in these positions. It's just, you listening to them. It's like, I remember watching Amber Rose, and she was doing, I mean, before she went on the show, she was doing all the crazy talk, like, oh, girls could do whatever, this and this, that, and the third, and we should be able to do this. I'm like, look, that's fine. I get you want the equality and all that other stuff. I get it. But what you're promoting isn't something that I feel like you should be promoting for women. You shouldn't be, just like, and this is just coming from me because I feel like I'm pretty fair in this sense. Like, if a dude's out here hoeing, dude's just out here hoeing. Like, it's not a good thing. He's out here hoeing, period. Just like if it's a girl out here hoeing, chick's out here hoeing. Like, there's no, like, it's good for him and not for her. I don't view it that way. I understand why people feel that way in society, but I can only discuss this. I can only speak from my personal opinion, perspective, and understanding. So when I watched her talk about stuff, oh, we should be able to do what we want and this, that, and the third. And I don't do anything. I go where I want. I do what I want to do. I bang who I want to bang, whatever. Slut walk. Then you went on Tyrese and Reverend Run's show in your nice dress.
Wait, they have a joint show?
They had one.
That was
And
a
she
while
went
ago.
Very
Yeah.
interesting combination.
She went on the show. She was fully clothed, had on a nice dress and all this other stuff. And in my mind, I'm like, why didn't you show up to this show the way that you was talking about?
With your slut walk gear.
Yeah, why you ain't show up here like that? And in my mind, it's because there's a place and a time for everything. I just feel like this generation has made Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok that place and time. I look at even like simple pictures. It's like when a chick's like, if they pose in a bathing suit and it's like they're sitting back in the spread eagle. And I'm just like, I just remember growing up when like moms,
Close your
grandmas, it
legs.
was yeah.
Close your
Like,
legs.
and for me, it's just like, where is that basic standard? And it's just
I
like,
still got slips in my drawer. I still have slips in my possession in 2022.
and it's just
Okay.
weird to me. And
Tell 'em my
sometimes
age.
it's not even like maybe purposeful, like we're trying. It's just I don't even want to say a lack of teaching or discipline, but I don't really
No,
know what else to say.
It's
It is.
both.
And then you have
Because
babies
however
having
kids
babies.
are however kids are in Gen Z, it's actually my error's fault because we're the parents of those Gen Zers.
I feel like it's a slippery slope with that because it's a different conversation. But regardless of how
real.
well you parent a child, the onus is still on them to take heed to whatever is said, because it's very easy for you to have good parents and then have a kid go out there and see what little Nick is doing and be like, oh, yeah, I don't care what mom said, little Nick is on. You know what I'm saying? They do whatever they do. And we in the age of the internet.
And I feel
But
like
I think Amber is probably around my age, but I wouldn't be at no slut walk. Like just the connotation alone, I don't, but then again, I'll have slips. So, you really you can't go by me.
no, I just think it's one of those weird little things. I just don't know if it's ever gonna change because the internet is everything now. And apparently the way to sell something is to wear the smallest, tightest outfit you can find, take pictures with your back to the camera, and be as revealing as you possibly can be. And then if somebody speaks to you in a sense that's like, hey, so I noticed in your 600 pictures, you didn't have clothes on in any of them. So it was good. And then look at that person and be like, oh, so what you think? Everything is about sex? Sort of. Like,
exactly. So you equate minimal clothing to sexual activity.
When it becomes a
not minimal clothing, not only the clothing, but your behavior in what you're posting.
Yeah.
So if you're half naked in every post, but you're twerking in every post, you're being very revealing in every post, you're showing the world everything in every post, the only thing to gather from that is, well, you ain't saying nothing in any of these posts, but you're doing the same, you're displaying behaviors of a sexual nature. So when people call you on that, don't tell me you're selling, you're like, oh, I'm selling my slim fit tee. All right, so sell the tee. There's no reason for you to be butt naked twerking. That's my problem. That's my problem. You out here selling tea, you selling hair, and you selling all this other stuff. Well, why are you half naked twerking? You walking around the house in your G-strings twerking. Now, it's different if you're a Victoria's Secret model or a Savage Fenty person, whatever. It's completely again, there's a time and a place. You can show up on a regular, you can walk around the streets of Manhattan butt naked and people are going to look at you crazy because that's not the place for that. But you're on a nude beach in Santorini where everybody's that way, then it's acceptable because this is the time and place for it. So I just feel like there's a time and a place for everything, but I also feel like people are just too extra sometimes. Like it's like, yo, you're giving away too much. And then once you give away too much, and then it's like the value of that thing lessens. And then people are going to look at you and it's just like, yo, I don't really have an interest in bringing this thing home to my family or to my mom or to whoever, because who wants to get on the internet and see their girl all over the internet like that, or their man all over the internet like that? It doesn't, like, nobody wants that. So that's my personal thing. And I feel like that's why so many of them are, so do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? Nah, because I haven't found this. You just ain't found a nigga who accepts that, or a woman that accepts that.
That would be correct.
Because you'll see those same people who like make those YouTube videos and do the pranks and all this other stuff. And it could be like, it could be any type of woman who dresses any kind of way. She might dress super, super, super revealing and super sexy or whatever. And they might be like, yeah, I'm going out like this. And as soon as they put that on to leave the house, the dude gets up and loses his mind. Like, nah, you ain't going out there like that. And it's kind of just like, see, like, no matter if they like your picture or whatever the case may be, you need to understand that that's not what they actually want. Man or woman, does not matter. That's not what they want.
But that's what gets attention.
Exactly. And there's more to this thing than attention.
And
Stop
people don't
shopping for
learn that
likes.
until later on. And some people never learn, but some people do, So on
More to
that
life
note,
than attention than likes.
that part. That's the takeaway. There's more to life than attention and likes.
Is that a lyric?
It is now.
We can make it one.
Stamped.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So I think this is a draw because we had too much opinions. But
yeah,
I think
it's hard.
For the most part, it was kind of similar but different.
Yeah. I think it was the same message across the board, just different perspectives.
Yeah. But I think the common consensus is let me be a woman and let y'all be men.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't want to be whatever, like if you don't want to conform to any one thing, find a like-minded person who thinks the way that you do. If you're a traditional person,
can be who's good with they or them.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Then y'all can be y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Together. Like-minded y'all together. Exactly.
And that's it.
My co-host, Noel, the Millennial
One BDB stuff.
Maverick, and Christopher, the Gen Z gentleman.
I like that.
Because we know there's some Gen Z dudes out there who just ain't it.
It
ain't all the
Gen
women.
Z Zooshes.
Some of them Gen Z dudes out there, it's just not it.
But you got the gentleman.
Yeah.
The gentle Gen Z men. Okay. So today's topic, let us know in the comments what you think. Who was right? Who was wrong? Who said some stuff that made you go, what? Who said some stuff that made you go, that's right, son.
Word.
That's right, y'all. They was right.
It was right.
I'm actually very interested to hear what people have to say, to be honest.
Me too, because this is a hot subject. People got a lot of opinions about it. So until next time, we don't know what the subject is going to be, but we know it's going to be hot.